that. We're just straight in today. Look at you. Look at that. And lucky me. Um, so yeah, here we are. Another day, another time to draft here on Innistrad. Thanks to Captain Martin for following us yesterday and at the same time for giving me some suggestions. So we're going to be trying to run this untapped .dg layout, overlay I should say, with our games today. No idea if it'll prove successful, but it's worth a shot, and I'm still learning. So for those of you that are just now joining us, or just now becoming a follower, I also know I'm like 10 minutes late, so sorry I'm a little late in getting going today, but it's okay. I said at 11:30, 11:40ish that I would be live in about an hour, so still technically true. Anyway, to get going, yep, we have the Draftsmith. There it is. Always pick. I don't know how well that, because I don't have it programmed into your thing, but I believe I downloaded it for Windows. Did the Draftsmith not run? No, it ran. I'm not going to touch it. So yeah, with the point is this untapped.gg has a drafting like element to it. I need to figure out how to kind of make all this stuff work. Because and whether it shows up on your end. I know it shows up on mine. Um, yeah, maybe I don't have it. I certainly don't have it programmed in as an overlay, so maybe only I can see it. Unimportant though, unimportant. We'll get going. We'll get playing here. I'd rather get games in than fiddle with this too much. But I have much to learn, much to figure out. So this is our deck, by the way. It's a green-blue deck. Mostly spells, not too many creatures. The only creatures we're playing are this red rare and this red common that are non-blue and green. But we have good old Wrenn and 7, and that was pack one, pick one, and kind of did my best to build around it. I have a couple good black cards, but I just think that this keeps my curve low. I do have a decent chunk of spells, and nothing like if this is flipped to giving that tree folk there a lot of stuff. So we can just pull lands out. And thus far, it's running well. They have been super grindy games. I mean, I've only played two, and they were super grindy, and I won both of them by the skin of my teeth. But here we are. So let's get going. And normally, when I walk away from Arena for a little bit and then come back, because obviously I play in the evening, or hide the buttons. I'm trying to figure you out. I want the overlay to be shown. It's a greedy keep, but it's also fine because I play the Shipwreck Stern on 2. Shipwreck Sifter on 2. I can pitch this, and then I can, because I'm just trying to get a land. Yeah. I'm not going to do anything with that croaking counterpart anyway, for a little bit. When it dies, mill 3. Well, we don't need to worry about that right now. There we go. Another one. Rough. The Festival Crasher is going to go now. I'll get in for one. I mean, why not? They're pinched on lands. So are we. Oop, they're pinched again. We're getting a little lucky here, but in that regard, Goes down to who draws a land first. Oh, I got one. Oh, and they're gonna scoop because they're gonna make it nighttime. So we got lucky. We got a little lucky there. Just a little lucky. In the sense that our opponent did not draw a third land at all. We couldn't draw a non-blue land was our problem. We eventually did. Thank God for that. Untapped wants to show the deck overlay, and I want it to show the deck overlay. Great, we're going to face a diamond opponent. Well, this hopefully won't be a loss, but we'll see. Whenever I get the pair up, I generally lose. So this is a pair up, and we have been running fairly hot. Fairly. And I say fairly because I still, after a 6-3 and a 7-1, I went 3-3, which is no gain. And then we're now 3-0 right now, but that doesn't mean much. Rise is something, but it's not the something we want it to be. No, that's only 2 mana, so I'm not going to play into that. And they didn't pump to do more damage. Lovely. I can just fight, but fighting doesn't do any good. It's like, oh, I can just fight and trade off the stupid. So I'm not gonna do that. Now I can fight. I mean, I can. Well, no, they're all 1 power. I was gonna say, oh, I get the +1/+1 counter. It's like, no, no, no. That's a 1/2. That's a 1/4, and that's a 1/1. I can't fight and put a counter. It's not if you control 3 creatures. It's just do a thing. Okay. I'm suspicious. But here we go. Alright. Well, that wasn't a combat trick. Cool. Well, Wrenn and 7 is a thing. So I cast that. I can hang on to it, but the rest of my graveyard. Tell you what, I'm gonna do that. Then I don't lose this Willowgeist. I was gonna trade the Willowgeist off, but it's like, just do it. It's not the worst thing in the world, but neither is it the best. Oh, okay, they have another one. It's not the end of the world that they have another one, but it's just like, oh man. Kind of wanted to avoid that, if, you know, possible.
Harm the trees.
Um...
Rot at their roots.
Well, I'll do that. The fact remains they have to use all their mana to make it. Yeah, so that's their mana, and we can still technically keep Wrenn alive if we wanted to. That's just into us. I think I'm okay with that. If it was an at Ren, I'd block. But that was at us. So at us, I don't care.
Rich soil grows mighty
Lost some
plants.
cards. Lost some cards. We got Coven. Yeah. Because they then have to start blocking that. I mean, that's 6 damage. I got 6 lands. Not the greatest. But it's a hand. Yes. Put it in from your hand onto the battlefield. Tap. Nope. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Every seed contains great potential.
Well, that's some stuff. So, what I'm gonna do here, I can shuffle 3 things in. Oh, just graveyard to hand. Okay, so I can go graveyard to hand. Do I have a 2-drop? Oh yeah, I have the duel. So I can duel and kill the thing that makes my stuff. Yes, let's do that. Let's get the duel. Duel puts a counter. Tut-tut. 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 And then delete. Ba, 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 ba. I'm the monarch of the sea. I'm the captain of the Queen's Navy. I don't mind if he's gonna do that and turn on Death Touch, because I'll still duel and kill something in response. And actually, in response to the block before Death Touch, when Death Touch goes on the stack, I can kill it. Sure. What are you gonna do? Death Touch is on the stack. Okay. I still lose the Willow Geist, but it's fine. And then if they're desperate, they can kill Ren, but... Okay, yeah, I was like, because we don't care. We actually don't give a crap if they kill Ren. And we have 17 cards in our
Foster much growth here.
deck, so that's alright. Release the ants. Gain some life. And then... Boop. You can pump and then block. Okay, yep. They trade. And that just flat out dies. So now what are you going to do? You're going to scoop. Okay, that's just like, what are your options here? Scoop or scoop? I'll scoop. Like I say, we often don't win the pair up. Pair up can be a tough matchup for us. We're live, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. Um, come on. Yeah, we're live. Look at that. Look at that. First ever live on YouTube, Zoiby Devil on stream. The channel is indeed Zoiby Devil on YouTube. It's just straight Zoiby Devil. I didn't do the MTG side of things on purpose. I do want it to show the deck overlay. I don't know why it's not. Darkest Mage is a good player if memory serves me right. This is a bad keep, but the way I see it, we can draw into something. What? I don't know. But it's like, and we only have 3 mountains anyway in our, oh, okay, never mind. So we did hit the mountain. So that makes things a little bit easier, because then I play the Stormseeker. Oh, and the green source makes that easier too. Harvesttide Sentry is what I'm going to discard, because the Path of the Festival is what we'll need to turn the... Well, okay, then I declare the block. Why wouldn't I... Even if you have Death Touch, why wouldn't I make that trade? Okay. Bam. Ow. Okay. Ah. Well played, sir. Well played. Well, Contortionist Troop for 3. You go to 10. I don't mind taking 7 because I think I win this race. The Contortionist Troop will not consistently, continuously be placing +1/+1 counters on our stuff. So, boop. I want to make that bigger. Sure. You're going to deal the damage to me, then you're going to flip it and put the I have to sack something on something, presumably the Reckless Stormseeker. No. I mean, that is a sack outlet, but okay. Alright. That's a card. But... Alright. I hit you. I go. Gets me a forest. I don't know if I love the Gale Drifter, but sure. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, sure. I get 2 3/3s, so and they're at 6. So I think we're okay. Even if they make it a 4/4, I think we're okay. Boop. Gain me some life. Gain me some life. Mm-hmm. Sure. Whatever floats your boat. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I'm gonna make them use it. Yep. Bang. I think I'm okay with that because I forced in the damage. Okay. Like, I'm alright with that. I'm alright taking 4. Can't do anything for 2. I mean, that's lethal if I go for it, but here we go. It's a 4/5. Okay. You gotta... Alright, they got double the fenestrate. Now I think we just lost. Great. Ren does not do anything for us here. It makes a tree folk that they can just sack and kill. I can't create 2 creatures, unfortunately. I needed a land, and that did not give us a land. Yeah. So I cast something, they kill it. And that's just how the cookie crumbles, so. They got there. Good for them. Good for flipping them. I'm a little salty just because we got so close. We got 1 match away. And I just had to lose that. Like, it doesn't stabilize. It just goes, nope, you lost. And it's like, thanks, Arena, for doing that. But what can I say? They had 2 defenestrates and the right to Oblivion, which you can recast out of the graveyard. Now, I guess if I drew the 1 Ren card that pulls out of the graveyard, I could have pulled a couple things out of the yard and cast them at their non-flashback cheaper value, and that would have been alright. But I was on 7 mana. I needed the 8th. The curve on this deck runs at 5, and that's kind of the problem with having Ren in your deck. Ren is 5. Ren likes big mana, because Ren is all about just ripping lands out of your deck. And putting things in your yard, but, you know, he, she, they do that. Whatever Ren is. Speaking of which, I know that at one point in Magic the Gathering's history, I think they finally confirmed it, but not great. Sorry. But in the Theros, the original Theros, little booklet that they used to include in fat packs / bundles, whatever term you want to use, they said that Ashiok was a he. So they assigned he, him pronouns to Ashiok. The artist, and I don't know at what point the artist did this, but eventually the artist came out and said, no, Ashiok's gender non-conforming. You know, gender fluid, whatever term you want to use. And I think in Theros Beyond Death, Wizards confirmed that, at least to the non-Chinese markets. Because homosexuality, transgenderism, all that jazz is like a sin out there. But, or at least politically it is. Something like that. Don't ask me to comment on the politics of China. But at any rate, I just thought that was interesting. That here's a... Alright, I'm going to hold that up. That it's like, initially they said they were one thing and now they're another. But I don't know if that's ever been mentioned in regards to Ren in 6. Or sorry, Ren in 7 now, but the original is Ren in 6, darn it. So that's why I keep calling it Ren in 6. We didn't want them drawing a card. Well, that's no fun. I can cast that for 4. And I have... boop. Let me do that just to keep Coven active, and then I'll put it on the Guildrifter. Because if I well, I have access to a land regardless, but if I peel a land, I can do that. Cool. There's the third color, so they get a scry. Wunderbar. Okay. Attack. Even with a combat trick, they can't kill it. Bang. Yes. Bang. Yes. 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 Now I still have Coven. And a lot of flyers. Fine. And I guess you fight... No, Burly Breaker. Okay. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. The Burly Breaker. Burliest of breakers. I mean, you block, and then you get a spider in return. There's no 0 mana combat trick that I know of. What? Phyrexian mana and Innistrad? This is bullshit. No. That would be very shocking, to say the least. I do have 4 cards in my yard, so here we go. Whoop. Ghostly Castigator. All 3 back in the deck. Whoop. With 1 card in hand, okay, they can pump everything once. Okay. But we still have the flyer advantage here in the sky, so we'll gladly take 7. Know that we can get in for lethal. Because we have lethal in the air. You and I know that we have lethal in the air. They don't. And not stumble into the lifelink on the Intrepid Adversary. I mean, they're in trouble. They're not scooping, but they're in trouble. I'm not going to swing with the Zombo. Because the Zombo, they block there. Doesn't matter, because we have lethal. Bang, bang, bang. Xaxes. Alright, we're getting close. Sketchy keeps and all. We're getting close. Welcome to the chat room, Droop Dog. Droop Dog, and Shy Puff. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the channel. This is 1 land away from doing anything, but we're on the play. That's... I just can't warrant that. I can't really warrant this either, but here we go. The other hand was probably better. I may be able to warrant playing it for 2. And then, depending on what they play, It's a 2-drop. Okay, well, then I probably will play it for 2 here, knowing that it just trades and can't get on anything. Like, they can't apply it to one of our creatures. What does it do? Whenever another creature dies, or X's its power, so they'd get to look at 2 cards. Okay. Consider. Maybe. Sorry, someone's asking to trade their shift with me at my job, and I'm like, maybe. It's not ideal for me considering I have an hour-and-a-half commute to go to work. Well, okay. Alright. You get to look at 2 cards, but I've fizzled your Vengeful Strangler. It's daytime and I can't cast anything until I peel a 5th lamp. So here we go. I have to just take 7 damage, which is bad. Yes. Oh, and a Demon Hound. Well, our opponent seems to have everything. We take 2. Owie. I guess the other hand was better. I can't do anything. I'm gonna just take 7 again. We just lost. Alright. So again, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to get into the diamond rank, it would seem. I mean, so long as I don't... I mean, I need to win 2 to actually 7x, but 7-2, because I'm only allowed 1 more loss. So I gotta get 2 more wins, which would get us into diamond. And part of what you're seeing is the issue of running 3 colors in this format. But remember... Oh, seriously? You give me the pair up? And you give me the pair up with a high diamond person? Like, that's not a low diamond person. Like, get out of here, Arena. That is... that's frustrating. I mean, this is keepable. I got all 3 colors. I'm gonna run it. The Covetous Castaway can come back out of the yard, so can the Croaking Counterpart, which makes the Willowgeist bigger. This is a hand. Like, it's a halfway decent one at that. But it's frustrating to all hell. It costs 5 to come out, but it still is something that I can cast out of the yard. Yeah, I'm gonna mill 3. Gladly. Alright, you clear shot. I gain the life. You get that. Well played. I have a 1-4. Now what? I'm gonna flip it. 3-5 with reach. Unfortunately, black has a ton of removal. But let's see. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's... Olivia's Midnight Ambush is a good card. Simply put. Daybound versus Nightbound. They made it daytime. Okay, because they cast two things. I see. Sure. Just put it all back. Put all the value back in the deck. So sacrifice it. Alright, pay it everything. We still have a creature here, so as long as the other card isn't removal. Do you want a 4/4 flyer, or do you want a 4/5? That I can copy. So... 4/5. I can't cast anything for 2 out of our yard anyway, or for 1 out of our yard. Well, I didn't. I'm misspeaking here, but the idea is I didn't really have anything that I could cast out of the yard that's valuable. I do have things I can put there. Oh my god. They had the Silverbolt. Well, we're dead. We're just dead. What the... Wow. Wow. I'm frustrated. I needed that. I just... Yeah. Great. You had all the removal. This is why I don't like the pair up. We got so close. We get paired up. And then it's just like they have everything. I get... I only do... I know I don't play that well on stream. For those of you that have followed me. But... And I know, like, hey, 5 wins, you get your buy-in back. And that's great. But oh, I'm legitimately upset. Because now I need to run positive in this draft. But if I just like straight up 03, so maybe I just have to like do multiple drafts and not um and not be just until I have all the bombs is what I'm trying to say. So, any rate, let's have fun with Draftsmith. Draftsmith says that the best card in the pack is the Grafted Identity, with the second best being the Borrowed Time. So, Identity it is. It says this one is a poopy pack. Surprisingly, but I don't think that it rates this one as a 12. I actually don't think that that's um because Silver Bolt's actually very good, as we just learned. The single Silver Bolt will just like blow up any werewolf. So I guess we just force blue black and see how it goes. Because that's what we're gonna do. I do like having a crawl from the cellar, and I do like the siege zombie. I do like the bait hook angler as well. I'm gonna take the siege zombie because it's a siege zombie. And yeah, I did turn the sound down yesterday, so you should be able to hear me a little bit better. Um, but yeah, gosh, golly, zimmity jippity doo, Batman. Um, but you can also tell when I'm closing in and out of because you can hear the music and then you don't hear the music. I watched a little bit of my replay yesterday just to be like, oh, because I was curious how loud the sound was based on a suggestion that I received. And yeah, it was loud. I'd have to program the Draftsmith overlay into the thing, but just know that I'm seeing the numbers if you're not. Yas, yas, queen. It seemed to work after I turned it down yesterday. So thanks for the suggestion. When you play on, I used to do a ton on Magic Online just because I prefer the older formats, and it just worked out that like the noise on Magic Online is far less than the noise on Magic Arena. Arena's got the background music, and then it's got the sound effects, and so on and so forth. And but again, me closing in and out of Arena means that you know when I'm in and out of it. Because you just reminded me to actually check what my stream settings are since you're here. I don't think. No. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad in terms of. I'm gonna take the Drown Yard Amalgam. It's a decent blocker, and it can get in unblocked. There are, yeah, it's like it really is. But the funny thing about Arena is like at least I don't know quite. Well, maybe I just want to cut this off somebody. I'm not necessarily going to play it, but I'm just going to cut it because it's a decent card. Um, it's you can tell that they're cutting on the animations to a degree, and maybe that's because they're pumping out product like no other. I think I'm gonna take this path. Well, or maybe I will cut that from the whatever red player. It's like I love all the animations, like the giant in Throne of Eldraine, the board wipe, the white. It's eluding me, but that one was where the hand just comes across the board and wipes everything. Like that's an amazing animation. Uh, that's the but then you compare it to some of the current set, and there's just so few. They're just few and far between. Don't get me wrong, I do still love the arena animations, but it's just I wish there were more. Take some red cards. We'll have a sick red-green deck here in the sun. It's like it's not gonna do anything. The moth is a good one. The moth is a good one. Mothra. Brood. It's not. Is it brood moth? I just know the Godzilla name's Mothra. 'Cause it's a moth. And that's like the only Godzilla villain. That's a moth. It's not like Godzilla and Jurassic Park crossed universes. And then you have an Indominus Mothra. Equal to the number of card types, and toughness is that +1, so it's like a weird Tarmogoyf. At the beginning of your end step, you create green ooze tokens that are equal to the number of card types in your graveyard. Alright, that's good. It's good. It is a mythic. This is interesting. I mean, do you want to pass the mythic? It's not really splashable because it's double green. But, or do you want to just take the solid flyer? I'm going to take the solid flyer here because we're definitely not in. I mean, we're trying to force blue-black. We're not in green. Yeah, I have a few green cards out here, but let's be honest. I let it auto-take because I wasn't paying attention, which is fine. Eaten Alive is good removal. The Nebelgast Intruder is a 2/1 flyer, which is a decent combat trick. I'm going to take the removal here. It rates Olivia's Midnight Ambush actually higher. So let's do Olivia's Midnight Ambush. And then maybe the Eaten Alive comes back. But unlikely, because welcome to Midnight Hunt Draft. Everybody forces blue-black. And then the few green, you can see like red is open here. Like red vampires is definitely open. The Vivisection's halfway decent of a card. I only got 25 seconds. I'm going to take the Moorcrop Behemoth just because it is a big bad beater. Alright, I take the big dog. I've won with the big dog just as a result of crashing into your opponent because they can't block. Like, there's no good block. Whatever. Brain, no work, but there's no positive blocks. We'll go with that word, positive, to describe it. Equitable? Equitable is a better word. Look at me. I'm going to go on Jeopardy now. I got the big words. Interloper, hands down. Because the Interloper can chip in for damage in the sky, and so can the Siege Zombie for the purposes of at least these cards. Just start chipping in, chipping in, chipping in. I would like something that can make some Decayed tokens. I'm just going to take that. We'll see if it's playable, but we'll take it. It would, in terms of the Godzilla crossovers, here's an interesting tangent. It would be, it's not going to happen this year, obviously. I don't think it's going to happen next year either, if I know WotC. But it would actually be kind of cool to return to Ixalan and do a Jurassic Park crossover. I mean, the dinosaurs are the dinosaurs, right? It's not like it's a fancy name. The only unique ones are the Indominus Rex and that weird Indominus Raptor from Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, excuse me, the Forbidden Kingdom or whatever they called the second one. I never really saw the second one, I must admit. The second Jurassic World. I saw the second Jurassic Park. That's the Lost World. And it doesn't follow the book at all. But the Lost World book is actually really good. But it would be interesting to just have an alternate art of some card, and it's like Stegosaurus, or with like Jurassic Park, like artwork. Oops. Second. Actually, well, all right. I'll take the Ecstatic Awakener, and if another novice occultist comes our way, that's the time to take it because we do want a sack outlet. We do want things to sack to these Ecstatic Awakeners, and that's why I say I would like some decayed tokens. I need things to sack to this Moorcrop Behemoth, but I need something to sack to that. Blah 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 blah. Well, I need things that I can sack. Like the Bait Hook Angler can sack, but that's just one of however many cards. Like blue has clearly been cut out from us, so we're cutting black from the other blue-black player. But I think we're going to be stuck with about like 6, maybe 7 blue cards when this is all said and done. Field of Ruin doesn't do anything. Oh, another Grafted Identity. How about that? And the Bat. Well, I guess we take the Grafted Identity and see what happens. There's the Eaten Alive, okay. Bang. And then give me, show me potato salad. Give me some token producers. Whoop. Zoop. There's one. And I don't really want... The Shady Traveler's good. Like, it's got menace, but I want the 2/2 Decayed token because I can sack the 2/2 Decayed token to all these sack shenanigans. So this is a sacrifice deck that just doesn't really have the pieces. But we'll see what we can do here. I mean, worst case, those louder zombies come in and I just blow them up. Yeah, they can keep lands off the top of our deck, but it's just a 1/3, so it keeps us alive in the early game for us to steal stuff in the late game. Our creature count's okay at 12, by the way. So 12 creatures, 3 instants, 2 sorceries, 2 enchantments, which are these two. And they're both rares. I mean, they're on-color rares. Nothing like an on-color rare for your breakfast. So the Consider is the better card according to the draft rankings, but I'm actually going to take this Shipwreck Sifters because, again, that's something that we can sack. Like, draw a discard, and then what else am I going to use it for? Yeah, I can make it a 2/3 if I just end up discarding the Gale Drifter. Why would I discard the Gale Drifter? It's a 3/2 flyer. And then the same goes over here. I'd rather sacrifice that. Like, or trade it off or something. Strangler's good. There we go. We did it. We got a Vengeful Strangler. Blade Brand. This is like everybody's dream. Ecstatic Awakeners and Vengeful. Geist Wave. I can use that defensively. We just need to run 3 wins is the issue. And the curve's on 2, so that's not bad. Like, this is probably 16 land worthy if I have enough stuff out here to run with it. Whether it's the other Arrogant Outlaw, the Blood Pact, Combat Trick, or just cheap creature. One way or the other. I definitely would like another fly. There we go. Ask and ye shall receive. So we're at 22 right now. The overlay is unfortunately covering it up, so I can't see it. And it tracks. The overlay is following my arena window. If I wanted to splash a white, I could. I'm not going to. But that's an okay card. I want to nickname this card Sean Connery. Because doesn't he kind of look like Sean Connery? Like, slightly tan-skinned, I guess. But maybe it's just the lighting in the image. But I just get a Sean Connery vibe on that. With the beard and pitchfork. It's like, oh, I'm the most devoted draft keeper. What's your name, devoted draft keeper? Bond. James Bond. So yes, if you go with the... So... Basically, Draftsmith says, run how we have it, but just throw in a louder zombie. A larger zombie. Over, say, that guy. I think it said to have throw in a blood pack too, but I wasn't paying that close attention. I'm gonna do... I do like 8 and 8 a little bit, but I'm gonna do that. We'll do 16, 9, and 7 that way, because black mana is more important to us. And then I can run 2 things. So I'm gonna run... I'll run the larder zombie. That gets us to 15. And then I think I'm gonna run either Blood Pact or probably Blood Pact. Blood Pact gets us card draw, and I think that's just more valuable in the long run. In the long run here, having just the, yeah, we're only running 16 lands. I only have 1 6-drop, 3 5-drops, 4 4-drops. Everything here is on 2. We operate pretty efficiently. So, yeah. And let's see. I mean, the Arrogant Outlaw is only going to activate once. I'm not pulling it out of the yard or anything like that. We just need 3 wins. Preferably in a row. Preferably. So good luck. Have fun. Whoop. Well, I'll offer up the trade. I got nothing better to do. Boop. I got a siege zombie. Sure. Like, that thing can make sure that we can't block, so whatever. Okay. Bait hook. Stop it. I've been moving the screen around too much, and now it's messing with my start menu. It's trying to pull up my toolbar. It's like, bad. Bad Windows computer. I didn't ask you to do that. Alright. Bang. Not interested. Ah, make me discard a card. Neat. Okay. Well, that's rough. But here we go. Oop! I clicked to the wrong one. Sorry. Sorry. That's on me. I punted. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just being John Gruden when I otherwise should have been Bill Belichick. They do control the vampire, so here we go. Yep. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, I was trying to sequence this so that I could chip in for, well, alright, I can still sequence it right. Here we go. Bang, that becomes a 4/4. Sacrifice a creature. Exile my own flyer. And then this is a 4/4 now. Okay, well, I assume you have a trick. Alright, you have your own Stromkirk. Sure, sure. Nope. Whatever. I got nothing. Well, that's all well and good when you're just stuck on 3 lands. So now we need 4 wins. Now we just fall out of Platinum 1 and we're back to square one, right? Aye. Aye, 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 aye. I'm gonna do the crawl. Oops, sorry. See, you're seeing me scroll the wrong thing over again. Bad beats. This is what we call the bad beats. Cool. Why? Why can't we get a land? Is Arena that mad at us? It's like, nope, you can't run 17, I do declare. It's like, why? Why you do this to me, Arena? Like, at least the set isn't as bad as AFR when it came to missing land drops. But this is a pretty, it can be grindy at times, but I think it's fairly aggressive, like, as a format, overall. I got shields down, so if you got, okay. It's like, so if you have something, then you have something. don't know how sold I am on that, so I'm just not going to. I suspect this is a duel from Dominance. I mean, you're looking at it as if... Oh, it's a Burn the Accursed? Sure. Nope. Well, there's a land. Doesn't do anything, but there's a land. Yeah. Not interested. 4/4 beasts. I can bounce it and get a Zombo. But I'm still taking 5. Get it out. Well, taking 7. And even Defend the Celestis is 3/3, so that would be 10. So that's not lethal. They just don't want to lose that 2/2 zombie. Don't kill my 2/2. I have a plan for it. I'm going to kill it for the greater good. I'd rather have... the greater good. Also, like, FYI, like, it's just a few deep breaths and I'll feel a little bit better. I just, like, it's... First, this is 2 thoughts in one. The first thought is I just never make Diamond Unlimited. But the second thought that comes along with that is, Arena is effectively designed so that you don't make Diamond Unlimited. Like, Limited is not the way to make Diamond or Mythic just on this program. Yes, LSV and the others can do it. The pros can do it. The LRR crew managed to do it during the Fam Jam, and maybe that's because they've forced the right colors here and there and whatnot, but it's just not for me. So here we go. I'm gonna play that just as a chump blocker. Yes, it's a chump blocker. The zombie can't block. Well, how dead are we? Well, I can't. Unfortunately, the trigger, because it's right after it attacks. So no attack, and then this would shrink to a 1/4. Hold on. What do I want to target? Yeah, I'll target the flyer. Because the 1/4 is just going to shrink. Because that's 2 spells. Fine, they had the kill spell. Oh, but it's going to do 2 on the crackback. Yeah, so they got us. They got us. I overthought something without realizing that they... Well, in fairness, I didn't expect the Moonrager Slash. So we still would have had a blocker. If not for that Moonrager Slash. So we truly are back to square one now. Because the dreaded O3 It's gonna drop us back to oh, and a mythic opponent. How about that for a pair up? Great. That really makes me happy. Did I say happy? I mean frustrated. Again, just because it's very difficult to. Of course, they're it's like they have the same opening, but yeah, just because it's very difficult to make these higher ranks in this format. Sure, I didn't mind that trade, and they took it, so that's fine. Flesh Taker. Okay. Sure. Believe me, I want to win the next match. Because I got so close to diamond rank. I can steal the Flesh Taker, but I can also just kill the Flesh Taker. So I don't know how I want to do that. There's no day and night yet, but it is just a 2-2. Like that I'm willing to just trade blows. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Alright. They got that. Awesome. I'm gonna larder zombie. Target the Clarion Cathar. It's mine. After all, why shouldn't I keep it? It's mine. My own. My precious. Oh, it was already in the battlefield. Precious. It's been called that before. But not by you. You want it for yourself. Bilbo Baggins. Not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you. Awakener. Whee! Whee! I have a flyer and you don't. It doesn't matter that much, but great. Okay. Nope. I get a token. Yeah, no, we're gonna do the O3 by the looks of it. Sorry, guys. I tried, but I got paired against someone who's a better player than me. At least by ranking. Whether they actually are is debatable, but by ranking, I got paired against someone who's too full. That's mythic. I'm going for diamond, and I'm in platinum, so there's a whole tier in between me and this guy. Or girl. I don't know what sex they are. And then a land. Wonderful. Yeah. Crack in. 2 blockers. Block. Sacrifice. Yes, it sees the diagraph for die and becomes a 5/5. Yes, you have Coven. I have nothing. It's all they need to do, but whatever, fine. At least get a flyer out of the deal. No, that's not what I need, but here we go. Bait hook angler. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Nothing dies. I maintain everything at 1 life. But I am now dead, because this is just a blocker. That's all it is. That's legitimately all it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I know I'm dead. Like, they have lethal on us. Yep. On to the next one. By which I mean the next draft. So, yep, we've fallen back into Platinum Tier 2. We're just destined to not get out of Platinum. We 2 times on 2 occasions we got within 1 win of getting into Diamond and just couldn't. That was an 0-3. And I thought the deck wasn't bad. Like, why is it that... I mean, okay, we can debate here about forcing blue-black, but the reality of it is just Arena's gone Arena, I guess. And I mean, 2 of those games, we were just land screwed. Big time. And that really is Arena's gone Arena, but I'm not a huge fan of the ranking system, because you get to actively see yourself plummet, and it just doesn't feel good. So, I'm not freaking out or losing my mind. I'm just like, man, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? Shucks. Aw, shucks. I mean, Memory Deluge is a good card. The Kessig Naturalist is a good card, but Werewolves just kind of get rolled over by, I mean, in terms of the one game that we just lost to the black green deck that just had a removal central. So I think we take the Deluge, and maybe we end up in green black, or Arena just forces us into blue black again. I mean, Olivia's Midnight Ambush is a good card, but I'm going to take the... Alright, I take the Diagraph Horde just to guarantee that we have the Diagraph Horde. The Organ Hoarder is good. Like, Organ Hoarder is hot fire of a card. But this gets you exiles 2 things and gets you 2 black zombies, so it's like, alright. But now there's nothing in this pack. Just gonna take the Sunrise Cavalier. It's multicolored. People won't kind of undervalue the multicolored cards, I feel. So here we are. Here we are. It's just one of those funny things too. Like, it's like when you're hot, like, and you're feeling good, and then you just start running badly. I mean, I had a rough night last night, and I've had a rough day. Like, if you just go listen to REM's Bad Day, and that is kind of like me in a nutshell right now. Just a rough time of life lately. So this is my solace with trying to escapism. Hopefully it's your escapism too. But here we are. I mean, Vengeful Strangler. We never saw him in that 03. I mean, yeah, whatever you put him on, they probably just sack immediately, but we just never saw him. So here we go. If I have to, I'll play the Locked in the Cemetery. I'm not a giant fan of that card. But yeah, now we just fight an uphill battle of trying to get 5 wins now. Well, 6 technically. And that's 6 in a row. So it's going to take at least 2 drafts to get us back into diamond, pole position. Kind of begs the question, do you just keep re-rolling and trying to get something really good? Like it's a mythic, it just doesn't fit into our deck. We got a mythic last time. I need a sign when it comes to pack 1 to really truly end up in a lane, an effective lane, that warrants taking some of those mythics. Because we had to let the green mythic go and the red mythic go. I mean, for wildcard reasons, they're good cards. But I just don't have the need to be running a random red vampire in the deck. Maybe the second Moorkraut. But I know LSV doesn't like Moorkraut Behemoth that much. Oops, sorry. Moorkraut comes back. Beep, 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 beep. Can we get some wins? We got a couple. We did get a couple. But we've also had I think we've gone 2 and 5, so we only have 2 wins for our 5 losses. Newsflash, guys, I'm not a very good Magic player. I'm not bad. I'm not bad, but I'm definitely not a pro. Not a pro. The Tapper's all right. I'm gonna take the Mind Rot though. I'm bound to see another Larder Zombie. Exile, Rotner Union. The crawl from the cellar, yes, yes, and return to the drowned, also good. Or revenge of the drowned, whatever. Our words are interchangeable in the English language. Rutabaga, robust. You know, they all mean the same thing. Rush. Everyone knows Neil Peart is the greatest drummer in all of rock and roll history. That's a Rush reference for you. Bam, 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 now, bam, 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 now, bam, 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 now, bam, 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 now. Do 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 do. Living in the light of day. Do 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 do. I don't know the lyrics, but I know it's a Rush song. Do 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 do. I mean, I know the name of the song too. It's Limelight, but it's Limelight by Rush. And I have no idea who owns the rights to Rush music, but I just know that if I was to start playing that, instantly muted, and you don't get a cease and desist, they just mute you. But I'd rather you listen to me than Planeswalker, eh? Well, it's rated a 4. The Bat Whisperer is actually the pick. Or the Drown Yard Amalgam. But for wildcard reasons, Arlen's coming in. Because again, whoever I pass to, which was to the right last time, mind you, but the Ecstatic Awakener is also very good. So, anyway, my right hand, my right hand man, my right hand guy, got. There's the Siege Zombie, and we actually have the synergies this time. Can I warrant? Do I want Siege Zombie over the Flyer though? I think I want the Flyer, but Siege Zombie it is. I can't resist. But yeah, so they got the mythic red card. So whoever's in red already has one mythic, and then that would be a secondary mythic right there for them. So for wildcard reasons, I'm taking that. Yeah, the Bat Whisperer is a 2 bodies in 1. There will be a game where we inevitably lose because we don't have a 4-2 on the ground and a 1-1 in the air. But maybe it wheels for all we know because we are cutting black pretty hard. But it is one of the stronger colors in the set. I had to pass an Olivia's Midnight Hunt. There's a Nebelgast Herald, so we got a Nebelgast Herald anyway. I mean, Locked in the Cemetery can keep a big werewolf down if we really wanted to. I don't think we have anything that mills. It says to just take that, but I mean, yeah, I could splash it in theory, but nope. Again, nope. Splash of white just to mill 3 and get a spirit later doesn't seem worth it. There's the Bat Whisperer, so Bat Whisperer comes in. Duress. Novice Occultist comes in. And then this is just going to grind. So again, this is nothing like... It's okay. It's not great. I'm not looking at this deck and going, oh yeah, it's super powerful and it was going to win us, 10 games. It's like, no, this is just okay. That's removal if I need it. I may just play it. But then I have the 16 land problem again where Arena doesn't give me enough lands. It's just going to never give you one off the top of your deck. So really, really. All right. Alright, so I'll add the Locked in the Cemetery. I'll add the Silverbolt. Silverbolt's good. And it doesn't want me to play any of the Oregon Outlaws. So, alright, no Oregon Outlaw. But I think it's okay. So we're going to follow Draftsmith on this one. On the untapped.gg, Draftsmith app. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. I've done a decent job of half not listening to them on my own and getting the right pick. Or at least, excuse me, at least right adjacent. But here we go. Take 2. I effectively need the 7X to get back into the Diamond League position, as stated in the title. It's like, can we make Diamond League? That's a good question. We probably can't. Ugh, excuse me. Alright. I assume they're actually going to block on that one. And willingly... well, alright. Let's see. Because if we can get in for the 1 damage, then maybe we do... Alright, yeah, alright. I'll take it. They just didn't want to give us the free card. But we get the bat. And the bat is more valuable to me than 3 life points. So this is the Unruly Mob, and you've seen us get got by that card multiple times if you've been following the stream, but I still don't think that's a good card. It's a card. But I have no reason to believe that it's this, like, overly powerful card. It's... oops, sorry. It's just that. Oop. You can't really block. Well, hello, Cathar Commander. Goodbye, Cathar Commander. Or to quote the Beatles, you say hello and or you say goodbye and I say hello, excuse me. That's the actual lyric, because it's a positive song. Well, look at that. Sure. I'm gonna no way out them back. I'd rather no way out them back than hang on to that locked in the cemetery. Yeah, I can keep a really big unruly mob tap down, but whatever. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do, and I say hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I'll say hello. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do 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 do. If they want to use a flare, fine. Death touch. Still has 1 damage. Great. Blah. So they're value towning it, if you will. Sure. Eat my Gale Drifter. Because whatever else you're going to eat is not going to be worth it. Yep. It's gone. Oh no. No, it decays and goes away anyway, so not interested. Your unruly mob's a little bit bigger. Awesome. Discard 2 cards, please. Wow, wow, wow. Do you say goodbye? Goodbye. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Oh, no. We have a board, but it's not particularly scary. Oh. Great. Oh, sure. You just get rid of the bat. The bat's gone. Fizzles into thin air. No more bat. I don't really want to flip that into... It can't block, so I might as well just keep swinging with it. Oh, okay. That wasn't wise. I don't mind a 3/3 first striker that much. I just don't want it to flip back. Because if it constantly flips, it just starts eating your creatures. And that's what I'd like to avoid. Now the Soul Guide Gryph, hopefully we can get rid of it here, and as a result, another land. Man. Now the Stalking Predator can infinitely block. If they have a second spell, they can turn it to day. Alright, they do. So it goes to day and they eat something. They're going to eat the flyer, because the flyer can block. And it's a creature. And then, yeah, we just don't do anything. Because it's 8 on 8, but I can't block. And that's 8 damage. Oh, there's a land. How about that? Oops. I did not mean to close out of Arena. Sorry. Sorry. I was trying to hit the concede button and closed. My bad, my bad. Losing streak. Let the losing streak continue. Losing streak. Sorry, sorry, sorry. They won. Like they had lethal anyway. I just hit the wrong damn button. All right, yeah, it already exited out. Yeah, it gave me the lost. I'm resigning because you know what? I don't think that deck was very good. Um, and I'm gonna try to pay to play here a little bit, which isn't right, but I think paying to play is just the smarter decision here than running that deck into the ground. Like we need to hit some mythics, and we got. I mean, in fairness, we did. They were just always off color. I already clicked the ready button, and I know that we have 45 seconds um, to make the first pick. So I'm going to stand up and take a little walk here. So pardon me. I'm just going to mute the mic. So forgive me. Um, None of those are necessarily great picks. But where's my mic? There's my mic. All right, I'm just going to mute it for a second. All right. So heads up, Martin and everyone else still in the chat here. So let me just double check. Sorry, I'm refreshing it so I can address everybody properly. Martin, Droop Dog, and Shy Puff. Yeah, I was trying to actually take that green creature, but it was not letting me click it there in that first pack. So we kind of got stuck, and as a result, we just couldn't do anything. I guess we're going to be in the blue-red spells deck by the looks of it, but the blue-red spells deck actually is not that good. I've found in this format. So, and it's only 2 cards, so we can easily cut it. And it's not like I'm purposely drafting blue, as people suggest, force blue black every time. It's just draftsmith, and in my own evaluation, those are some of the better cards. But again, pack one, pick one, being this Geistflame Reservoir is not great. I was trying to get the green card, and then maybe we'd be blue green instead of, because blue green is an archetype. I'm gonna take that. Yeah. But Arcane Infusion. But thanks for sticking around, Martin, Droop Dog, and Shy Puff. Honestly, Shy Puff, I think, not to be tongue-in-cheek and funny, but it's like, are you a Hufflepuff? It's like, no, probably not. I know I'm a Slytherin. Like, Slytherin hands down. I am cutthroat and will, aggressive and will stab you in the back for my own personal gains, which is why I'm definitely a Slytherin. But in terms of chaotic good, chaotic neutral, all that jazz, I'm like chaotic good. So, maybe I'm a Gryffindor because there's that little bit of good in me. Not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, eh? You'd do well in Slytherin. Yes. I'll take the Unblinking Observer just because it's rated highly, but the Unblinking Observer is not the card to take. I think the Vampire was the card, but it does mess with our curve. Whereas the Unblinking Observer fits into the curve a little bit better, but it's not like we have anything that of significant value that we're going to disturb out or that we're going to this out, where it just makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to, like, this is probably the last one anyway, considering the missus is 20 minutes away, so it's like I probably just play one game here and call it a day. But we went 2 hours, and that's a good number. Good number. Well, if I only have the one flashback card right now. He's kind of interesting. Like, this is such an interesting werewolf in that it benefits from you casting spells, but if it's flipped, you want it to stay flipped. So it's not like, it's actually kind of bad in that regard. Sure. Sure. Pax Betrayal, steal something. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's my microwave. Because I have lunch. A late lunch, but lunch. Sign up for exclusive offers. No! The Geist Wave is good. As is the Brimstone Vandal. I actually think the Brimstone Vandal is kind of the pick here, but I'm going to take the Geist Wave. I'm just going to trust. For some of these picks, I'm just going to trust the Draftsmith. But I kind of sort of know what I'm doing, and it's like, I mean, I guess we didn't need the creature, but we wanted the creature. It's like, and I also just, all I can do is really laugh at myself because it's one of those things where when you're 3-0 and you're doing well with Ren and 7 in a Tamir deck, um, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna go live, let's stream, and then it's like, F you, party's over because you get 2 more wins and 3 losses, alternated in some weird way. I think it was straight 2 wins and then 3 straight losses. Maybe it was 1 loss and then I think it was 1 loss and then a bunch of wins, and then 2 wins and 2 losses. Is actually how that broke down. Forgive me for having a poor memory of my traumas. The funny thing too is like, so while she is on her, like I say, she's on her way home, and that's going to cause me to kind of end the stream. That's where I have to find that balance um, of streaming when she's not around and getting things done around the house, but like feeding myself. If you can't hear the microwave going off in the background. But 4/4 trample. It wants me to take the mill card, so I'll take the mill card, but I do like the 4/4 trample. I'm not going to actually play Devious Cover Up, so I don't know why it's telling me to take that card. I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but I don't need a lot of Revenge of the Drowns. Says the dog is the pick. So we have a dog. Bark, bark. Open the microwave. Give me a second. Yes, we got the Brimstone Vandal back. That's what I wanted. Let it auto pick on that one. I'm not going to get here in time. I'm not going to get back sat down in time. Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Now that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. That kind of ties the deck together. And we can keep it alive with these Geist Waves. So that's not too shabby. It's not fanboy-tastic, but it's not the worst either. We do have Spirit Synergies. Yeah. 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 We don't have any big spells. Flip the switcher may actually be not bad. Maybe. My wolves will have haste, sure. Well, counterspell, alright. But I don't know if I want it. You want to be like that hard into the paint when it comes to counterspelling, and I don't think you want to necessarily be that hard in the paint either with Lock Cemetery. I'd rather the Brimstone Vandal personally. Very good card right there for the blue-red spells deck. We do want a couple more spells. Right now we're just all creatures, no spells. So probably want to cut that for sure. That's a good one. I'll be curious to see how Draftsmith says that this one should be built. Because that'll be interesting. Like, Organ Hoarder is very good. So you probably just play the damn Organ Hoarder. Like, you don't not play it. But it's going to undervalue these Brimstone Vandals that can allow us to flip between night and day. Sure, harvest. And we definitely want a couple more spells for the Smoldering Egg. So a couple more spells for the Delver and the Smoldering Egg. And then quite possibly the Storm Skrillex. Skrillex. Skrillex, the singer. I don't speak English, I speak Scrussian, which is a combination of Skrillex and Russian. I don't like Locked in the Cemetery, I'm sorry. I know that it's highly valued. It effectively paralyzes a werewolf because there's not a lot of enchantment removal, but I don't like it. I don't like it. We only have the one card to flashback, though, for the purposes of the Phantom Carriage. Don't think any of these others have flashback. Alright. So despite Arena getting buggy, otherwise we would have been in green this time around. It doesn't want me. I'm surprised it doesn't want me bouncing permanents to my hand. I'm fine making that cut. I'm fine making that cut. But why would I cut? I think the Brimstone Vandal's actually good, personally. I mean, don't you think we're going to be flipping between day and night fairly easily? And I don't think we want Revenge of the Drowned, two Revenge of the Drowns in here, in exchange for Counterspell or Geistwave. I mean, maybe one Revenge of the Drowned for a Geistwave. I'll do that. But that's just a little high on the curve. And I don't think Immolation is that good. We'd rather have an instant and a sorcery in here for the purposes of our deck. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to activate the sleeves, but sure. Sure. It will be crafty. Sure, Fire and Ice. We could have also gone with Izzet. Izzet logo there, but there's only 7 things that we can use for this Delver. Like, that's a little low. And like I say, I think that the Brimstone Vandal's actually pretty good because it's got Menace, it's got a toughness of 3, and it can every time day and night are flipping, which, hello, we have a couple werewolves that care about day and night flipping. But alright. Alright. Let's go. Let's just go. I'll send that email in a minute. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Nah. I don't need that spell that badly. We need a 4th land more than we need that spell. Alright. You walked right into that, my friend. Alright. I'm fine doing that, knowing that we have card selection with the Organ Hoarder next turn. So if I hit 5 lands, great. And if I don't hit 5 lands, great. Yep, I hit my 5th land. So that's all I cared about. Nah, you probably have 2 spells. So. Oh, it's just a vampire that cares about life. Sure. Or that. It's all the same. Well, you can only block 1, otherwise you're taking 5. Bang, bang. Go. Cool. Goes to nighttime. Which isn't wise, but I'm fine with that. Honest to goodness, fine with that. Yep. Because we got 8 in the air. 8 in the air plus this lovely little 2 guy. Alright. Your bat eats my spirit. And deals an additional damage. Is that what you want to do? Because you're thinking about doing something else, it would seem. He's... He doesn't have first strike. He was going to trade anyway. I don't understand that decision. Fine, you drew a card. And you think that that's going to save you, I guess? Alright. Ooh. I need the land more than I need that smoldering egg. I would like both, if possible. But here we are. Stuck at a crossroads. Neither of those are spells that we can cast to make the Storm Skrillex bigger. Neither are nor are they, right. Sure. Uh-huh. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're dead. Because I go there. I go there. He flips it. And I still lose it. And I lose my flyer. Great. Yeah. Yep. Oh, chose not to. I wonder why. Oh, just because he wants to shoot it that way and play with his food? Why play with your food? Why be a douchebag? There's no reason for you to play with your food. Ba-doom. Hey, you want to block? You do? Okay, you don't. Alright. Surf's up. Up, and you had it. So it doesn't matter. Sure. I do that. I do that. And we still die. Ay. What can I say? Just bad beats. Bad beats all around. So, good evening, or good afternoon. I don't know what time it is where you are. But I just wanted to say thanks for stopping by, guys. You know, Captain Morgan. It's not mine either. Clearly, I mean, you just saw me take my what? I mean I was at least 2-5, and now I think 2-7 today. So maybe Mondays are just the days that not a lot of people are online, and maybe that's where you get the lucky matches. Who knows, Martin? Who knows? Um, but as a result, I'm going to pack it in. And no, also knowing that the wife is going to be home in a few minutes, that it's like, just pack it in and maybe feel a little bit better. I'm also need to send a poison pen email to someone here. Gotta love those work emails. But any rate, that is that, and you know, I wish you guys the best. So in your drafts, but Zoe_Devil, I try to do this on a daily basis, and you know, it is just kind of random. I don't have a set schedule yet, so we may or may not be on tomorrow. I do have some things that I need to do, and they'll probably be. I'll get a chunk of them done here in the rest of the afternoon because I'm on the West Coast, but we'll see. We'll ultimately see. But yeah, so IB underscore devil, capital MTG is our Facebook page. So for the new guys that I saw in chat here, Droop Dog and Shy Puff, please follow us on Facebook. You're also welcome to chime in the chat and interact with Martin and myself, uh, and any others that choose to interact with chat. I'm getting a little bit better at switching between the two windows and being able to interact. I am just on a laptop after all. But with that said, thanks for stopping by, and if not tomorrow, we'll catch you later in the week. Just not Friday and, well, maybe Friday, but generally not on the weekends. But you'll catch me during the week, certainly early afternoon, late morning to early afternoon is kind of when I like to do this. So thanks for stopping by, guys. And this was our first live stream on YouTube too. So check out the YouTube channel, Zoibe_Devil. Subscribe to it. Ring the bell. I'm not going to post anything else until I start making a Magic podcast that would probably be boring as all heck, because my opinions would be no different than everybody else out there. But anyway, follow.